Hey there, tarot friends. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the second Wednesday of Archetypes. I see Jamie is here already, right on time, and someone else just popped in. So welcome, and yes, sip, sip. I got up kind of early today. Did some work already, and then I'm tapping out for my early lunch break to hang with my tarot peeps. So I'm about halfway through this, but it's still good as ever. So let's have a sip sip. And thanks for being here. Hope you're doing well today. As I throw things on the floor. I I counted the decks that are out on the table right now, and table and the floor surrounding me, because I was just curious. I don't know. There's lots of spaces up here where I've pulled things from. So I'm probably okay, but I will say that I have 40 decks between the table and the floor around me, 41. I didn't count Moonlight. So anyway, I need to organize the shelves, but I think what I really want to do is get ready for my collection videos that I've been talking about forever. I really want to do that before the baby comes. I want that to be like my next pre-recorded thing, and I need to figure that out. So I don't know what I'm asking for. Send me some vibes to, because I don't really need to do a lot. There's a few things I should clear off the table so that I can kind of make room. Like I'm going to start with the smaller ones, like Lenormand, smaller collection size. I mean, like Lenormand and astrology, I think is going to be one collection video, and then tarot, and then oracle. So the tarot and oracle ones are going to be huge, and I'm still trying to figure out the best way to do that. I'm going to watch a couple more collection videos and decide kind of how I want to go about that in terms of, am I showing a couple cards every once in a while, or am I just showing the decks, right? I don't know. I know I asked about this months ago, but that's like the next tarot video project I'm thinking about. So anyway, work is still really busy. I have not put up pictures for the last 2 weeks. The first of those 2 weeks, I still have to go back and look at our cards because I know strength was in there, but I didn't take a picture that week. So anyway, I know I'm behind on all of that, and I'm sorry, but work has been absolutely crazy. We're redoing our website, and I do a lot of not content creation for our site, but like updating things that can change weekly, monthly, whatever. And so I do a lot of that kind of web stuff. And we have a whole new system. And so everything's just been taking longer as we're trained on that and everything. So on and so forth. My point is, I'm about a month away from having this baby, and I'm just trying to get all the things done. Hello, Joey. He is listening and making lunch. That's awesome plan. Diane is here. Hello and happy Wednesday to you. So one little bonus thing before we get started, I wanted to show, I don't know if I did go back and watch mostly on silent my interview with Simon on Saturday the 8th that we did. And because I was not paying attention to chat during that, and I wanted to make sure if anyone was asking me questions, I could get a hold of them or whatever. I don't think there really were questions, but I wanted to see, there were just lots of nice comments, and I wanted to see that, so that I could reach out and thank people and respond to them, whatever. So during that, my point is that I showed this little mini deck, which I've shown before. There's a video that I have, a live that we did, and it says like my grandmother's cards or something like that in the title. So where I show the bin of stuff we go through, all the playing cards and things like that I got from her house when she moved into like the hospice rehab facility. So anyway, I wanted to show you, in case this gives you some inspiration, that one of the cards is actually a full-size card, and it has a different back than these. And look how dirty and worn those are. Isn't that awesome? Anyway, one of them is just a full-size card that someone cut down and rounded and made into like a replacement card. So you could make a mini deck. Look at that. Out of like an old deck of playing cards if you wanted. You could make a little mini cutie just like this. So there, that's our inspiration, crafty inspirational moment for today. Okay, so let's get into our archetypes for today. One of my absolute favorite cards. This one came up in a really important past life reading I did for myself using this deck. And so it just has like a special place in my heart anyway. And it's like the answer I really wanted. And it was amazing that out of all the cards, that this one came up. And it is the ring. So this is our first one for today. It's beautiful and rainbowy and cosmic-y. Going back to that catch up with Simon. And the one question in Paper or Plastic is, dark and creepy or unicorns and rainbows or something like that. Or sunshine and rainbows. I can't really remember. But, and I say dark rainbow is my aesthetic. So look at that. That's a perfect depiction of the dark rainbow aesthetic that I love. So anyway, here's our ring. You'll see there's cosmic-y stuff right in the middle of this collection of rings as I see it. So yeah, that's where we're starting today. Oh, Jamie said I made a Lenormand for Kelly Fitzgerald's class. It was fun to do. I can't believe I haven't made a Lenormand yet, but I will someday, like with the playing cards, but also I would with just the words on it. Is that what you mean that you did? I would like to do that, but I would also like to make some kind of Lenormand with images. I don't know. We'll see how I do. Where's my book? Okay, it's got to be right here. Oh, it's right here. I dropped it on the floor, remember? My hair's crazy because it's like still wet from last night when I washed it. And I know no one cares about my hair, but just so you know why it looks all crazy. And I had it tied up in a knot all night, which usually I take it out halfway through the night and then it dries, but it's like wet. So I didn't want to brush it. So that's why I look like this. It smells really good though. It's Paul Mitchell. Anyway. That's all. That's my hair story. Good morning, Nancy. Thank you for being here. I really want to check out Nancy's like tarot gratitude challenge. I've seen a couple of those pop up and hopefully I can listen and watch one of those today. I've seen some other people doing that as well. I think Maria at Lady Knight of Avalon. I haven't watched any of those yet, but I wanted to give that shout out because I keep thinking about Nancy's and I want to give a little heads up about those. Hi, Donna. Welcome. Happy Wednesday. We are just getting into the book. I was just talking about shampoo and mini decks, and now we're getting started. So for the ring, we have the infinite, the wheel, the connection. So it's not always that stereotypical ring on a finger commitment kind of thing, though that's what I was looking for in the past life reading, and that's exactly what came up to answer my question. So again, it was just one of those amazing cartomancy moments. But we also have the infinite, the wheel, and the connection, right? Those are all alternate names. The ring is an image of connectedness. Rather than viewing life as linear, as a series of progressive achievements, the ring challenges us to sense the cyclical, infinite nature of our world and experiences. Beginnings and endings fall by the wayside as we practice seeing ourselves as part of the cosmic circularity of creation. For this reason, it's no surprise a ring is worn on the finger to represent eternal love that surpasses space, time, and worldly things. So much can be projected onto this archetypal image because it mimics the Earth's orbit around our great sun and the intimate bond between two lovers. It is the micro and macro united. This card calls us to deepen connection with self, other, and the world at large. Meanwhile, there may be a literal ring waiting to adorn your finger. So beautiful, right? Regina, hello. Thanks for hanging out. Or she's here. Can't believe it's not Friday. My husband said yesterday, he was like, how is it not Thursday already? So I think, yeah, it is Wednesday, January 12th. Wandering Mountain. I took an Alice in Wonderland playing card deck, scuffed it with sandpaper, stamped the words, drew the image. Ooh, she went extra with the playing card deck and did not just do words for her Lenormand, but she did draw the images. I'm so impressed with you, Jamie. I just really am. Me? I look gorgeous? I guess I'm the only person you can see. Wow, thank you so much. Oh, goodness. Wow, thank you. Okay, just thank you. It's good to just accept a compliment sometimes and not refute it, right? Thank you, Diane. Okay. Oh, my tooth. It's fine. Just sensitive because pregnancy. Have a baby lose a tooth. You ever heard that? It's an old saying, but it's not like entirely false. Let's have a sip for babies. Anyway, our left margin. Take stock of the jewels you adorn yourself with. Watch out for rings you wear out of habit that keep you connected to the old you. Ooh. That's a good thing to think about in January, right? A lot of talk about, are you sinking into old habits? Not that you have to even have a resolution or anything, but are there things that you're carrying forward that you don't want to, right? Make the change. Let's do it, people. Let's make the changes together. Oh, when I was talking about my hair, okay. Well, thank you. It's half wet and not brushed. I'm a very low maintenance chick, so this is what happens. You could, snag this up, put a little clippy right here. You just wash it, sleep on it wet, don't brush it. That's how you get this look. You all are very sweet. Okay. Study images of the mandala, the unus mundus, the Ouroboros, and the medicine wheel. When light, connectedness, humility, sacred cycles. When dark, unconscious repetition, starving for connection. To go deeper, Rilke's I live my life in widening circles. Beautiful. Yeah, I know I'm messing up Tarot Tube space-time continuum. Y'all, it's not Friday. We gotta keep going. Yes, today and tomorrow I will see you for casual time. What will we do tomorrow? Maybe we'll do like maybe we'll do a sneak peek of collection tomorrow. And I can set everything in the big piles. Would that be fun? And then you all, with you all here, because I feel like even though it's alive and like other people might watch it, right? The playback is usually greater. And a lot of people won't watch back lives anyway, I think. I do, but my point is if I record collection videos down the road, people are going to go to that to see the collection rather than like the pre-party, get your collection ready video, right? Maybe that's what we'll do tomorrow. Then that will get me moving on the project, which I was just talking about when I started. Is that what we're going to do tomorrow? Casual Thursday, prep the collection videos. I'm really smart, I feel like right now. Okay. All right. Anyway, that's the ring. Card I love. Came up just right when I needed it. It was Amazing. Amazing. Okay. I mean, in a reading I did before. That's why this is one of my favorite cards. For those of you who might have missed the very beginning of Card Talk, is that this came up at a clutch moment when I was doing a past life reading that I really was kind of starving for connection. So I guess I was a little dark, but I wasn't really starving for connection. I just knew it in my soul and I wanted to see it in the cards. Again, going back to my talk with Simon, I said what cards have taught me most is to trust myself. And I didn't really need to see this because I knew in my soul the answer to my past life question. I knew that I was committed to this person in some kind of way. But then the card came up and showed me that I was right. So anyway, that's all. Sip, sip for great ideas, says Jamie. Ooh, Donna's Building Relationships is arriving today. I'm getting that deck. I think it's really brilliant. Actually, if y'all don't know about Orshi's Building Relationships Oracle deck, it is a relationships deck without people in it. I'm just giving examples. So it might show like the foundation of a building and say foundation, right? It's really great. It reminds me a little bit of like the Augenblick, but not, it's like a little more, or I'd say like a lot more parallel. Like this is the picture and this is the word. It makes sense quicker than the Augenblick, but I mean just like using photographs of places. Oh, anyway, it's on my list. I just need to save up because I want to get a few things from MPC at a time because of the shipping and all that. But anyway, I haven't talked about that one. I talked about her zombie oracle a lot, and I haven't talked about building relationships, but just because I need to be good. And I've been getting things like Antique Anatomy and little things popping up here and there. So I just haven't done a little spree. Anyway, okay. Donna, I'm low maintenance too, but with not as good results. Well, thank you. I actually came in here a little early and I had 5 minutes. So I did my little like 2.5 minute makeup application. It's very light. So that's definitely helping my Morticia Adams skin tone in this room. Anyway. Oh, now we're making Joey want a coffee. Sip, sip. Okay. Ooh, yes. Give me your other your decks that you paired up with MPC. Let me see your MPC hauls. I got Nina's Spiral Runes deck with it. That's one. Okay, so everyone, Nina from Shuffle Tarot. She's amazing. She has a YouTube channel. She also has an Instagram. That's one I've also been thinking about. So amazing. Oh, and Orshi dropped the link. Thank you so much. Yeah, this is amazing. Jamie says, if you turn that card on its side, it looks like a whale's eye. Ooh. Oh, look at that. Do you want to know what? I get like chills to my core. It does because it just happened when I said that. It went right down. I think whales are beautiful and amazing and incredible. And I'm also afraid of, I usually say I'm afraid of things that are like bigger than they're supposed to be, right? Like oversized things, like things that are blown up on top of a car dealership because we're just so tacky here in the States. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like the big blow up things, like those kind of freak me out. I've talked before about when I had to walk under the big wooden horse at FAO Schwartz toy store in Las Vegas. FAO Schwartz. Yeah. And it was like making me panicky. I know that whales are the size that they're supposed to be, but they're enormous, and that scares me so much. Like if I imagine being next to one, I cannot tell you. Oh my gosh, how scary that feels. But yes, let's look at the whale eye. Ooh. Okay. So I see that Isabel has popped in. Yeah, that's how I am. I've always felt like really drawn to the Augenblick, but It is. It's pretty pricey. Of course, I wanted the whole set. I wanted the tarot, the oracle, the Lenormand. I first saw it way back when on Dustin's channel, Modern Modern Metaphysicae, I think is the channel now. It used to be something else, and I tend to remember like the old names. Oh, okay. Yeah, but anyway, it's very cool. Oh, or she just saw the Augenblick today. Isn't that amazing? And it would pair great with something like that that's more like, I love those things that don't necessarily make sense, or they're really big, or they're really abstract, and maybe it doesn't immediately say 10 of Cups, but that's just is what it is. So that's how you use it. Like, I love things like that, as we've talked about before, but I do think that would pair really well with Orshi's deck, because then you could have like that specific with it, the one that really makes sense and is still this beautiful picture. Great ideas, everyone. Great ideas. Isabel's here listening, working. I saw that. I can't get back to the comment now for some reason. Thank you for being here. Note to self, do not invite Deanne to go on a whale watch. So here's the thing, like, I think I would be okay, but I would probably be crying. So I don't know if this makes sense to anyone, but like, I just cry a lot. So, but I think it's awesome, and I think it would be cool, but like, I might be freaking out a little bit. So it's just like, as long as I'm not like in the water next to the thing, I'm probably not just going to have a heart attack and die. Anyway, Donna says the blue whale model. Oh yeah, see, at the Museum of Natural History in New York was scary to me the first time I saw it. Oh God, see, yeah. Okay. Can totally see it going with Augenblick, yes. Danny from Danny Mystic, I think, described the Augenblick as a city deck. That would make sense to me. It kind of reminds me of like Majestic Earth, but yeah, like the cityscape instead of the wide open naturescape of things. Oh, okay. One more sip and I'll get back on track. But I love chatting with you all. We can definitely chat. Okay. Next, we have, I can't pick it up. It's stuck on my past lives book because it's kind of rose petally. Oh, good call. Ooh, Regina says, don't make yourself do it. The whales get pretty close to the boat. Alrighty then. We'll just... No one wants like a crying, freaking out person. No whale watch. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, Regina, I'm going to say this so I don't forget. I'm going to message you about tomorrow and make sure I'm okay at 9. I can do tomorrow afternoon if you're going to do videos. I took over and I didn't really, because it was like the only day left, but I can do afternoons for my casual if, anyway, don't need to get into details. I'll just forget. So I'm just telling you, I'm going to message you today. Okay, the Nectar. Look how beautiful. I love the black and white next to like the sunrise colors. And there's like this kind of sun ray, solar ray stuff coming off of it. And like the little black dust or pollen, right, coming off of those black beads. Oh my gosh, I love it. Like the color leaving the flower, right? That's kind of how I see it. And then it's left as this like kind of binary dichotomy, but like all the beauty is like coming out of this. Oh, amazing. Okay. Okay. Oh, airplane outside. I don't know if you can hear that. Okay, so the nectar, the medicine, the elixir, the garden. In Hindu mythology, there is a miraculous substance known as amrit or nectar that contains infinite healing power. This golden nectar or sacred elixir is the drink of immortality and, like its sister substance, soma, is known to activate subtle intelligent forces that ease the mind, body, and spirit. Though esoteric, these images lead us to the central energy of this archetype, the sweet, potent, heavenly essence that lubricates our spirit back to life. The Nectar card calls us to identify and relish in places, practices, people, and activities that regenerate and heal. Medicine is needed, and it comes in subtle form that you may be overlooking. Seek the most sensuous, fragrant flower in the garden you have forgotten. Don't underestimate this remedy. It is said when someone has activated this substance within, it is reflected in their shimmering eyes. Well, isn't that just a beautiful little write-up? The Nectar, the Mystic, and Aletheia cards are linked. Here are these links again. I love these. It is the mystic who, like Krishna, turns poison into nectar, and it is truth that can often serve as a potent elixir for healing. The Nectar, the Mystic, and Aletheia cards. Okay. Sense the nectar within you, dripping from the crown of the head and soothing the brain. Let it drip down the spine like sweet honey. Oh, that's a nice visual for like meditation. We could all do like a honey drip meditation. Ooh, that gave me a little chill too. That's a nice one. Okay. When light, glowing, relaxed, subtle illumination. When dark, fixation on fixing, aggressive approach to healing. That happens sometimes, right? To go deeper, The Wind, One Brilliant Day by Antonio Machado. Okay. So, the ring and the nectar, here they are together. Or she says, looks like a peach cut in half, the nectar, right? I'm losing some of the color here. Oh, yeah. Diane says, makes total sense about the crying, especially with the animals and things like that. Let me see. Oh, right. Hindenburg. Yeah, that's like another chill kind of thing. Oh, she said the same after talking about Majestic Earth. Yeah, I think about those a lot. And when I saw your deck, I thought about both of those. Oh, Joey's got love for the Nectar archetype. Yeah, that's a good one, right? It's like this, like a sweet little well to refill from, right? And like she said in the book, not to underestimate that type of healing and that type of rejuvenation, that it's, about how powerful it is, even though it might not seem like this big step to take, that it really has a profound impact. Okay, so now we are going to draw some cards for Nectar and the Ring. I need to move all of these things I have stacked up. Okay. We'll put them right here. Don't need scissors in my picture. Oh, there's more decks. 40, 41, 42, 43. There's 43 decks out. Why am I like this? Okay, it's fine. I like being like this. Okay. The Ring and the Nectar. We'll build them out this way. We are using Transient Light Tarot to decide how to work with these energies. And then we will draw a zany a 12-witch oracle as the resulting energy if we follow the advice of the tarot card, right? That's how we've been doing this. So Transient Light, such a beautiful deck. We're going to draw 2 in a row for the Ring and the Nectar about how we might best work with these or incorporate these or think about these. Okay. Oh, I love it. Okay. So we have with the ring 3 of vessels, which would be like the parallel to 3 of cups. Look at that. It's, oh, okay, here we go. It's making its own little rainbow with the paint. So this is nice. And I like how, if we're thinking about people, even though Kim Krantz in the book said this ring can be about connection to self, a commitment to self, connection to universe, connection to one other person, right? It's not just about like a wedding ring type archetype, right? It's much bigger than that. So I like especially that the 3 of vessels comes up here because that speaks to that in the traditional sense about friendships and those kinds of connections, right? So I like that it opens that up a bit, even though I was babbling about in my past life reading it being like a one-on-one commitment. Yeah, I really like that because it's about all of those types of connections, just like how I read typically the Lover's card in tarot. Hey, Pepper Jackie, thanks for joining us. Good luck at your appointment, and thanks for popping by for a few minutes. So the ring and 3 vessels. So how we work with that is basically, I would just say, keep in mind that for your energies right now going forward, that this is, there's that specific type of connection, like connecting with friends and making those commitments, maybe kind of re-upping those connections this week or this month or whatever, however you want to do that. Donna says the paintbrush looks like it's starting to create a ring shape. Oh, look at that. Yep, we have that circular motion starting. Very nice. Okay, and then with the nectar, we have 6 swords about moving across, in this case, moving across the bridge, moving to a calmer place, calmer water, maybe in this place, calmer, in this case, calmer land, since we have the bridge, which I really love. And we have a butterfly, which makes me think about transformation. And I love how the butterfly works with the flower and the nectar, right? The flower is black and white, the butterfly is black and white in this case. Really love that. So there we go. And we even have one of our reoccurring symbols. The hand here is like reaching across this way, reaching to that better, calmer side, the next side, right? And in terms of healing and rejuvenation, we can get to that other side. The nectar filling up in that way in ourselves helps us get across to the other side, whether that's for physical healing, emotional, mental, whatever that is. So that is awesome. Love those together. So now we'll do an oracle for each one and see how they wrap up. Hey, Ange, thanks for stopping by. So nice to have you here. Okay, so let's do, out of my Kelly Bear pouch, Taupe Witch Oracle. Oh, and Donna is always about these connections. The bridge and the beads both form an arc. Yes, they sure do. A lot of times I see these things, even if they're not mentioned here, when I post the picture, and I'm like, oh, look at that. So I've turned the nectar on the side now. And you can read these circular cards any way you want. I just always put them up. But then I do tend, when I'm doing a reading, I do tend to examine all of those angles. So look at that. Bridgie. Yes, the sparkly ribbons on the Kelly pouches. Now, some of them are like satiny and not sparkly, but the first 2 that I got both were really sparkly. They're amazing. Okay. And that reminds me, I still need to get myself a Diane and Regina tarot pouch. I thought about that the other day, and then something happened with work. I was almost there, and then it just didn't happen. Oh, I'm gonna do it someday. If you haven't looked at Diane's video about the tarot bags, pouches, clutch, something. Anyway, check them out. It's a Regina and Diane collaboration. Okay, so then our resulting oracle energies. Oh, Mel. Oh, geez, I'm dropping stuff again because I got excited. Ooh, okay, I'm going to keep an eye on that one. No worries. You know what? I'm on tomorrow for my casual. So, and I think I saw Regina say that that was okay, 9:00 tomorrow. So, tomorrow we're going to do a live prep of my collection videos that I hope to do soon. So yeah, that's what we'll do tomorrow. We're just happy you're here, Mel. And then today's a Wednesday. So who do I shout out on a Wednesday? If you have things going on today, post your links. Oh my goodness. Okay, resulting energies from the ring and 3 vessels, and nectar and 6 swords. We'll do 2 right in a row. Ring, nectar. I think they're way back here. Ooh. Okay, so first, the color schemes are like so similar. So I drew desert and mountain. I'm just going to show you together because look how like the similar feeling they are. So the desert came up with the ring and 3 vessels. So the desert might be this sort of hot, dry, hard to survive kind of environment. But what I'm feeling is that this is cooler. It's nighttime in the desert, right? Sunrise or sunset, I don't know. But to me, this feels cool and expansive and meditative, right? Because of the image. So that's what I'm taking from this. Yeah, really interesting. Plus, I have to go back to my past life reading that involved the ring because the ocean is the reason for the separation in that past life reading. And the desert, in some ways, makes me think about the ocean, right? This expansive stretch that, I mean, you can get across, but I mean, it's difficult to get across, right? So there's that, the ring, 3 vessels, and the desert. Cool, calm, open space to reflect on things. That's what I'm feeling here. Oh, Mel has story time with Mel tonight. So thank you. That is something for us all to look forward to. There you go. I give you a Wednesday gift of Mel with story time. There's no credit to me, but I just like to give you all something to do next for some reason. I don't know. It's the teacher in me or something. Yes, sorting through decks tomorrow. Because when I first came on today, I was like, oh, I really need to do this. And then a few minutes later, I said, what are we going to do tomorrow for Casual Thursday? And I'm just like, let's prep the collection video. That will be so fun. Okay. Donna says to live in the desert takes a commitment and collaboration with others for sure. Yes, very, very true. Okay, so then our last set is Nectar, 6 of Swords, and the Mountain. So this is kind of cool because it's like the nectar gives us what we need to cross the bridge and then climb the mountain. Like this is, to me, this is saying the nectar is what you need to refuel before these big things happen, right? Definitely don't set off on something like that. I don't mean literally, but I mean, it could be. But just whatever that 6 of Swords symbolizes for you, getting to the next good thing, and then taking on this next mountain in your life. Don't attempt to do that without this nectar bit first, right? Refilling, refueling, rejuvenating. Remember that honey dripping down from the top, right? Take care of yourself in even in what seem like those little ways that really are going to boost you so you can go on to these next bits. Wow. Okay. Loving these. Okay, gonna take a picture for the group. I'm hoping tomorrow I can go back from 2 weeks ago and take that picture that I missed. You're very welcome, Orshi. Oh, Mel is back. Mel, Ange is asking what time is your live tonight? Regina says, I'm going to do an auction, but I have no idea when or what day yet. Well, everyone keep an eye on Regina Tarot on your notifications for an auction. We talked about that a couple weeks ago, Thursday. That was awesome. Ooh, and the Etsy shop is getting an update soon. Yay! If you didn't see my live, my Casual Thursday a week ago or 2 weeks ago with Regina, check that out because we talked about some of this too. 11 p.m. tonight. Late night story night. For me, it's late because I have a 4-year-old. He'll be 4 on Saturday. Is that crazy? Okay. So quick picture while we're live so I don't forget. Okay. Oh my gosh, everyone. Oh, is Kelly Bear live? Shooty hoops. Or is she not yet? Oh, 35 minutes ago. Y'all, okay. So let's jump over. If you need something to do right now, you can peace out and go to Kelly Bear. Okay. Mel's regular hangout time, perfect. I know people have been wanting like a later time. So anyway, I'm going to take a picture just on my own time since I think I'm done rambling and we've done other channel shout outs for today and this week, of course. Jamie's going to run and hop in the shower, or she has a birthday deck coming, and that is amazing news. I'm glad it's on time. Thank you all so much for being here. I will see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, for our Casual Thursday, and we will pull out the decks and start sorting, and you will get a super awesome sneak peek of my decks, of everything I have, which we've never done before. So let's do that. Tomorrow, 9 o'clock. I will see you then. Thank you all so much, and head over to Kelly Bear's channel right now. She's been live for about a half hour talking about deck lust. So have a great one, and I will see you tomorrow.